In the last episode, we were fetching some relics for the abbot, and apparently the abbot is very grateful. In fact, he has, or maybe All Saints Day rolled in anyway. But right now it's All Saints Day, which means that the cloister transit and penance hall are completely free of charge, which is great. I think we already used that. Yeah, I already assigned the heroes to that. So let's get ready for the next adventure and let's play Darkest Dungeon. Okay, let's see. Do we have any new heroes that we definitely want? No. How much would we need to pay for that? I think I'm going to save up for that, although I probably need way more deeds for that. So I probably need at least 1 or 2 dungeons, at least 2 probably. So without further ado, let's go and get ready to embark on another adventure. I still really want to do this, but I definitely need the Vestal for that, I believe. We could do this medium quest, but it's I don't know, I don't like it. Also, our Crusader is currently busy getting we have a new Crusader, but that is still it's a veteran quest, so we can't send a level 0 Crusader in there. He would just get his ass handed to himself. So no. We'll go with a shorter one, and we need deeds, so let's see if any of those quests gives us deeds. Nope. None of those really will give us what we need. What else do we need? Crests. Well, we'll get those anyway, so I don't really worry about that. Okay, so we can just pick any quest. And in order to get our heroes up to scratch, I think I'll just go with I'll go with a short one here. That's level 1. So I believe level 3 is they will not do this if they're level 3, so we'll probably want to keep Reynald at that level. So we'll not take him along anymore until we actually manage to take on the Necromancer Apprentice. We'll not take Dismas. We'll not take we'll need one of the Jesters. We have 2 Jesters. So the plan is to actually leave these guys here, Pantul and that Vestal we're hopefully getting soon, on level 2 until we can do this. And that means that we'll have to go for another quest. Or go for another location, rather. I don't want to do level 3... Oh, so that starts a new quest, it seems. This starts a certain town event. That's kind of cool. I didn't know that was a thing. I just noticed that this was happening. I don't know what Silence in the Crypts is. But I really don't want to... I really don't want to send anyone in here because I don't think we'll have a real solid fighting chance in there. Okay, so let's just go to the wheels again. I'll do a short quest there. Maybe we'll even get some deeds. I'm not sure if the things are also kind of attached to certain locations. So we'll probably find out sooner or later. For now, however, we'll go with an occultist who has all the skills we need. We'll send in the... let's send in Boisivon, the Jester. He will definitely need to heal up a bit. And finally, I think we'll go in with Pashal, because the whales should give him some things to kill, and that's always good to get him get some stress relief. Okay, we can also try and go with the Librarian instead of the Jester, which actually sounds like a reasonable idea. Then again, no, let's not do that. Let's just go straight for it. Yeah, I think that's all the crew we need. In fact, now that we're here, let's actually quickly upgrade those guys. So you have... we'll upgrade his skills and... what's the next one? This and that. Wonderful. We can actually upgrade more than that. We'll upgrade this. No, wait. I definitely need this. I want the word reconstruction. Apples artillery and... I actually don't care about this one, so we'll go with a weakening curse. I'm going to try and keep about 4 grand left in the bank, or wherever we store the money. Okay, so what are your 4 skills? Collect bounty, come hiver, uppercut, and finish him. You could go with mark for that. We'll actually take that as well. So, uppercut and finish him. Actually, this guy has a lot of very, very awesome skills. Like, most of those are pretty damn good. In fact, we might actually go with all of them. Okay. And that leaves us just enough money to properly prepare for the next mission. We'll take a full set of shovels. We'll take some holy water. We'll take a few of those herbs. 3 keys should be more than enough. We'll take, say, 8 torches and a crap load of food. Yeah, we can always dump off food, and we should make the money for that anyway. So let's just embark. It's better to bring too much food than to not have enough. Okay, yeah, bring plenty of torches. That is also very good advice. You should always have a few torches around. I'll also set my phone to silent. Oh, it is silent. Who would have thought that? Okay, actually I had to do quite a few audio test recordings before this episode, and I noticed that I was recording Planet Base yesterday, and when I reviewed those recordings, I was actually a bit unsure if I should post or if I should upload them, because, well, I'm certainly a bit behind my schedule in terms of uploading. The audio was really, really loud. And the mic was cranked up to a level that was not always pleasant, because there was a bit of noise getting introduced with that high level of recording. So I wasn't too happy with that. And I usually have my volume set rather high, at least for the in. We'll not do this. Definitely not do this. I'll not even think of touching that. I'll take that torch though, and go in there. Oh, nothing. Nice. Also, no scout check. That's a shame. Okay, so I was considering to not upload those videos, but on the other hand, a lot of actually some pretty interesting stuff has happened in those, so I didn't want to leave that out, which means I will upload those videos tomorrow while I also do those ones. I also just noticed I didn't check for any quirks. That one's okay. That one's okay. That one's okay. Yeah. And you don't have any... Yeah, you don't have any too debilitating quirks either. I mean, losing 4 speed in the first round is kinda debilitating, but it's not as bad as some other things could be. Also, we need to explore 90% of the rooms. I didn't really check that. Okay. We have the keys, so let's use those. Okay. In fact, actually, keys are one of those things that I don't have to use that often. At least I noticed that. I don't really use them that often. And I don't mind that. It's just that I probably shouldn't bring as many of those most of the times. But again, it's better to have them than not to have them. Also, yay, stress relief. And some crests. Okay, there is no fight in here, which means we can just go in here and back out again. And there's an obstacle. That's good to see. We want to have some food. Yes, please. I didn't care about the health too much, but I did want to keep the stress level low. Because that's certainly a thing here. Also, we should not meet the collector again. Okay. Let's shovel it away. And we'll probably want to pop in a torch before we enter that room. We would get more loot, but I don't like those negative side effects. While we can avoid them, at least. I think 3 is a pretty okay step for a pretty okay light level. You don't have to go with full 4, but I think 3 is fine. It is absolutely fine. Also, the extra resistance is there. Those mushroom guys have a lot of blight resistance, which means you should not go in here with a... at least you could go in there with Plague Doctor or with plague damage. You just won't get that much out of it. Okay, we'll try to uppercut this one. It worked. We successfully stunned him, so now we could try and focus this... oh, please resist. You didn't. That's not a big deal. That, on the other hand, might be. The stressful incantation I don't care too much about. I really don't. We also have an Eldritch thing in the third spot, so the Abyssal Artillery would probably do wonders over there. Well, it didn't, but it could have. I think it does more damage against Eldritch things, so it was worth a shot. And luckily the Jester is a very, very mobile character, so we can just move him back. Of course, if I gave him the Finale ability, it would have been even better, but I didn't, so nothing I can do about it now. Okay, let's try this again. Well, at least it's something. Let's make this guy come forth a bit. That is wonderful. Okay, we should also start marking things. Oh, I'm so glad we're dodging a lot. I'm really glad we're dodging a lot. Also, note how those fungal scratches keep moving around. It is something I don't really like, but I also can't change it, so screw it. Okay, now if those both bleed, now this one will survive, this one will die in the next round, so we can actually focus on the fungal scratcher here and kill it. Absolutely wonderful. There goes this one. Okay, we want to hex here, and next up we should go collect bounty, which didn't kill it this time, sadly, but we are gaining 90% damage bonus, so I think that's fairly impressive. Okay, now we probably want to start inspiring people. Starting with you. Just get some sort of stress off. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I picked all those people for this excursion. And we'll probably... yeah, let's reduce the damage here, just so we use that skill at some point. It would be nice if we got a crit out of it. With some good stress relief. Let's finish this off now. I gotta say, the grave roller really surprises me at times. Okay, we don't actually want this trinket, but it's better than not having a trinket, so we will hold on to it until we actually I don't know, until we figure out we don't need it anymore. Okay, there's a fairly standard encounter. I gotta say I don't like those, because those cultists can do a lot of damage, and I really don't like the acolytes, because they can bring down your torches, and I really don't like that. Low light is one of your worst enemies here. And come on, resist it, please resist it. Ah. I guess we'll just keep picking to the face here. You move back forward. There we go. It didn't want to accept my click there. I don't know why. Okay, there's some bleeding. We don't want that, but there's nothing really I can help with. Let's quickly mark this fellow here. So we can attack him. Well, we could always attack him, but I want to kind of get rid of him. Also, I think this still takes out lights, even if it is dodged properly. Okay, let's reconstruct there. No bleeding, yes. Wonderful. And there goes another bleeding stack. I think at least. No, we resisted. And we are still bleeding, but we can fix it now. And we even gained some speed out of it. And some dodging, which is always useful. So let's reapply this. There goes a kill. We didn't need that, but it's nothing I'm going to complain about. So we'll collect our bounty here. That was what I was aiming for. We didn't get stress relief there, sadly, but to be honest, it's fine. Oh, you didn't need to dodge that. It didn't matter, it was just a small difference in time. Okay. There should be... Okay, I don't think you can actually put something in there to make it better, but or to force the positive outcome of this event. So yeah, we just had to do just had to take what we got there. But I think we're pretty high on health and everything, so there was nothing wrong with... Oh wow, double kill. Nothing wrong with risking it. I'm still not sure if there is much of a difference in which hero does activates the thing. I know there is a difference when there's a trap. So, ow, that was bad. That was not desirable. And of course they all hit that one now. That's even worse than undesirable. Let's try to finish this quickly. With actually just collect bounty. There we go. And now we should just I think we'll focus on healing now. I mean, this one, yeah, we'll just I mean, that didn't matter, but I kind of want to get the Jester or the Occultist at least some chance to recover. So we can at least get the stress relief, and the next round we'll probably have him... actually, we'll do it this round. So... Oh wow, that was a good one. That was a really solid kill. It isn't... Yeah, we got some deeds. Which is even better than that. I think I accidentally just used 2 torches. I don't know why that happened. But I did, so... yeah, it's done now. Also, we don't have that much dungeon left, so I think we'll be fine. I mean, even those 5 torches should last us quite a while. There's some loot. Wonderful, wonderful loot. Journal of Darius, Highwaymen, Day 4. The road to this damned hamlet was a tricky one, both to find and to travel. When it revealed its ruined face, I swore I'd never seen such neglect. Some buildings collapsed, and uncaring residents fidgeting uselessly. I went swiftly to the tavern. Others with similar interests had gathered there, and I was assembled into an expedition. We leave at first light on the morrow. That's cool. We'll hold on to that. Okay, this is a beast carcass. We'll use those herbs here. And we should get some food out of it. A fair bit of food, actually. That's pretty nice. We'll actually use some of that now. So we'll eat some. We do have plenty, so there's no reason not to. And we're unlikely to use all those 12 units on the final bit of the way here. I mean, I don't think we will get that many hunger checks, so let's just deal with it. There's a fight, and that's one of the fights I don't like because those are nasty. Those can actually give you really unpleasant diseases, so you definitely don't want those. Okay, we got one kill and one almost kill. Yeah, that one is pretty much gone. Sadly, we didn't get a proper kill out there. Okay, let's vulnerability hacks here. I'm sorry, I'm having a bit of a code. I don't know why. I guess I must have gotten it in the last few code days. The last days have been a bit cold and a bit annoying. The weather has been pretty awful. I'm hoping the bees are alright, but they should be. You're bleeding one. It's not so much blood there. I will still cure her just to be on the safe side. It never hurts to not bleed. Well, sometimes forget about that. Okay, that one's a goner. Yep, it is. Okay, just as long as we don't get the rabies again, I'm actually fine with most outcomes there. We'll try a reconstruction here. 13, that's a good heal. I don't know how much health he lost, but we're fine. So let's just collect our bounty and then collect the loot we got out of this. Not too much, but that's okay. I'm trying to use up my... although there's one food stack, so... oh, this one's unlocked, so we don't have to use a key for it. Ooh, that is nice. We'll take that. And I might actually go with the bleed... I'll actually equip the bleed charm. If we get more... Actually, let's just give it to you. So we'll have a bit of space for more loot. You should also stop bleeding any moment now. Thank you. There's a trap, which we sadly didn't spot, and which gave us the blight. We'll probably select this character here, and we'll definitely want a torch. Okay. We want to continue adventuring for now. I mean, we have one room to go. It would be silly not to. There's not too much that should be going wrong now. I mean, that didn't go well, but it also didn't go wrong per se. We can have some food, I guess. I didn't plan to bring all that back home and with me anyway. Oh, did that count? Yes, it did. And that was completely useless. We gained absolutely bugger all out of this. Oh well. Okay. Let's see. We got 3 grand. Plus 3 grand, so we actually broke even on that one. We bought way too much stuff, but again, I prefer to be over-prepared. We didn't get many heirlooms, and not many of these at all. But we got everything out of this dungeon we could get out of it, so that is... okay, that's nothing I worry about. And that's also a fine thing to get. So we'll just return to town. And I will answer my call quickly, so I'll see you next time. Bye!